Have you ever sent a message to somebody who inspires you or that you aspire to be like, and you led with something like, "Let me pick your brain"? If you have, I bet you either didn't get a text back or the message that you received back is not quite what you were looking for. And it's not because that person doesn't want to help you, it's just because that specific approach screams freeloader. It screams indecision. It screams, let me waste your time. Now, I was just in a scenario just like this a couple days ago. I met a guy while tailgating at the Cowboys game. We talked briefly about real estate. We exchanged information because I'm always open to network and kick game with other people in the industry just to see how we can add value to one another if the opportunity is there. Now, the next day he texted me and said, "Hey, we met yesterday. Can we grab lunch so I can pick your brain?" Now, I literally left this guy on red, and then I screenshotted that interaction and shared it with my Instagram followers, and a lot of people were not feeling that. Actually, a couple of my followers got in their feelings, with the exception of people in my position who get that type of message all the time. They knew exactly how I felt and they could relate to it. But since everybody cannot relate, and some people are actually on the other side of the fence where they see people who they aspire to be like, and they do want to talk to these people and get into their minds and see how they can apply some of that information to their own lives. I didn't just want to leave my people hanging, so instead of just posting about what not to do on Instagram, I decided to create this YouTube video, give y'all 3 powerful ways that you can approach somebody and seek mentorship or advice. Let's talk about it. So a little bit about me, just in case you are new to the channel, all right? I have been a real estate entrepreneur now for 5 years. I literally got started in January of 2020, right before the pandemic, which if you are in real estate, you know that was actually a really good time to be buying and selling real estate despite what else was going on in the world. Now, in that 5-year span, I have went from 0 to 100, literally. Before I got into real estate, I did not even have the money to pay my car note. Since then, I have paid that car off, bought my wife her dream car. We've bought a house. We have multiple rental properties. I've flipped 10 properties. We've done wholesale deals on hundreds of properties. I own land in Dallas that we'll be developing single family homes on. I have land that we'll develop multi-family homes on. So, I mean, millions of dollars in potential just in land, all right? So in the last 5 years, it is safe to say I have done a lot and made exponential steps in the real estate space. So it's understandable why people who know me reach out and ask to pick my brain, especially if they knew me before I got in real estate, because my financial situation and just my quality of life is completely different than it was 5 years ago. So trust me, I understand. And I make these videos because I want people to be able to tell this exact same type of story. I want people in my exact type of position, all right? But it's just a time and a place to do that. Extremely important to understand that mentorship is a two-way relationship. It should not be one-sided. Most of the time, that's how people approach it, and it just doesn't work that way. But lucky for you, by the end of this video, you know exactly how to approach a mentor, know how to offer value, and build a meaningful relationship that can help you grow. If it's really meaningful, it'll help the both of you grow. Tip number 1, you must lead with value. Once you approach that situation, you have to bring value to it. And there's a couple ways you can do this. Now, a lot of people might say, "Oh, you are already way ahead of me in real estate. How can I add value to you when I don't know anything?" Wrong mindset, my friend. When you lead with value, it completely changes the dynamic. So instead of just asking for free advice, really think about what you yourself can offer this person in return. And no, it does not have to be money. It can be your time, your skills, or your network. Just a couple examples. You see somebody who you aspire to be like, offer to help them with their social media. Do some research on these people and see where are they lacking at. What are your skills that you could potentially bring to the table that can help them, even if they turn your services down. When you lead with value, it opens up the potential for more conversation. You can volunteer to assist with small tasks in their business. So like me, I go on a lot of property appointments. If somebody reached out to me and said, "Hey man, I want to know more about the game," and I'm very willing to go on your property appointments for you so you don't have to do that. I'm very willing to go out to properties and take pictures for you so you don't have to do that. And I will see that as value. And I might not be able to use you immediately, but when the opportunity presents itself, now I'm reaching out to you. Now I need something from you, so naturally you can expect to get something back from me. Lastly, you can share a resource that they may not know about, all right? And this can be a plethora of things. I mean, with all the resources, AI, and things going on right now, if you see somebody's operation and you think, man, they could optimize this part of their business if they implemented this. Well, you have to understand, most successful entrepreneurs are very busy. So even though we keep our ears to the street and are tapped in with our resources, we don't know about everything that's out there and available to us. And even if we do know, just the fact that you led with that approach, trying to offer value, creates a different dynamic. And now I'm open to more conversation with you. I'll end tip 1 with this quote. Fastest way to get somebody's attention is to show them that you're willing to give before you take. Tip number 2, you want to be very specific in your ask. When I say be specific, you have to come to the table knowing what it is that you want these people to help you out with. And so that's why phrases like, can I pick your brain, they fail. I mean, the phrase basically says, I want to pick your brain and take up a lot of your time, but I really don't even know what I want. So how am I supposed to help you and guide you to a place where you can set goals and take action if you don't even know what you want? I'm not finna spend my time figuring out what you want. That's a complete waste of my time, but that's exactly what a lot of people expect. So you wanna be very specific in what you are asking for from this person. And I'll give you guys a quick example of a specific ask, all right? As opposed to, let me pick your brain. Hey Andrew, I really admire how you've been able to build up your wholesale real estate company from 0 to over 7 figures. I'm currently working on my first deal as a rookie, and I just wanted to know if I could get 15 minutes of your time just so you could help point me in the right direction to understand what I can do to land my first deal. That is very specific. Now I can even go into the conversation knowing exactly what I want to talk to this person about, having specific and direct talking points so I can cut down a rambling conversation from 30 minutes to 5 minutes. I can give them exactly what they need and give them the steps they need to take and action that they need to take immediately, so I know that they really mean business. When you approach somebody with something very specific, that lets them know that 1, you respect their time, and 2, you're letting them know exactly how they can help you. Tip number 3, take action before asking for any more help. Too many people ask for mentorship or ask for help, but then they never take action on the information that's given. That is the quickest way to lose credibility. If I give you advice, I want to see you implement it. And if you implement it and then come back and show me the results of that, whether you have positive results or negative results, I am more inclined to give you more information and help you again to get to the next step. Even if you don't have the answers, just take that action for the first step and then come back to your mentor with an update. Again, successful entrepreneurs or business people want to see people that they're helping take action. All right, it's the only way that we know how serious you are about what you're inquiring about. So why should I be serious about the time and information I give you if the information that I pass along you're never gonna take action on, all right? Again, that is the quickest way to lose credibility if you don't do it, but it's the quickest way to gain momentum and to gain my respect if you do take action, even if you make a mistake, even if you don't have all the answers. I love a good ass action taker. All right, y'all, so that's the 3 tips I got for y'all today. Just a quick recap. Lead with value, be specific in your ask, and take action before asking for any more help. Y'all have to understand, the best mentors are not looking for perfection. They haven't even reached perfection themselves. They're looking for ambition and action. If you show up prepared and you're willing to give as much as you receive, you're gonna stand out every time. Now I wanna know, what's the best way that you've used to approach a mentor? Let me know below in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on real estate, investing, and entrepreneurship just like this one. And if you wonder why I'm here today, y'all, it's because I am chasing time and financial freedom. And so that's what I'm investing for. I invest my time, I invest into my business, I invest into real estate, all for one reason: freedom. Don't invest for Instagram, don't invest for Facebook, don't invest for likes, comments, notoriety. We must be investing for our freedom because our future depends on it. Until next time, y'all, on Real Estate Show. Tap in.